It's a jewel in the ocean, and when I step off the plane and come here, I can feel my body temperature, like my body clock, my motor slow down. It just happens. I walk down those stairs and I just feel like I'm on holiday, and I think people who live here probably think that too. That's how the place affects you. Norfolk Island is perfect for me because I'm a history nut and I love taking photographs. And you can't take a bad photograph of this place. There is that connection with colonial Norfolk Island, which just is, I sit here and think about how it must have been. I mean, this was the other side of the moon for civilization in Europe. And you couldn't go any further than this. This is as far as, this was the outstation of the moon. And when they lost the Sirius here, they had no connection with the rest of the world. It must have been an extraordinary time. They're cast adrift, like in space. And that's what they're like here. And I walk around these buildings and think that's what it must have been like. I forget the gallows and even forget the prison, but just the very fact that they were brave enough to actually try and exist here. And what's more, they flourished. They didn't just exist, they flourished. So it's very, apart from the physical beauty of the place, it's got chapter after chapter of extraordinary stories to tell, and ghosts. I love a finger up when I'm driving. I love that. I feel rude if I actually passed somebody and thought of something else. I didn't put my hand up and waved. The cows today, I actually had to stop because the cow was going to go across. I mean, if I was going to hit the cow, if I didn't give way to the cow. The wild chooks, the feral chooks are fantastic. And it is that thing of everybody says hello. Even tourists say hello. Once they're in the environment, they act according to the local rules. They're sort of courtesies that we've forgotten in so much of the rest of Australia, the rest of the world. And they still exist here. And you get that feeling like, you know, when I checked into my room, the fellow who owns the house said, don't lock the door. I always leave my key in the car, and the car goes beep, 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 buzzes as I close the door, because I don't take my key with me. Yeah. Now, those days have gone in the rest of the world. That doesn't happen anywhere else apart from here. And they're those little quirks that make it special. And the very fact that you can only, when you go to the restaurant, you can only have seasonal vegetables or seasonal fruit. That's fantastic. You know, if you want carrots, sorry, it's not the carrot season, it's cauliflower. Okay, I'll have cauliflower. Now that doesn't happen anywhere else, and they ship it in from California or somewhere else. Here you just have it because that's part of the routine of life, and there's a routine of life that is laid back, but still is dependent upon the weather and dependent upon the seasons, and we've lost that wonderful connection, and here they've got it. Yeah, now, I've been here 6 or 7 times now, so I know where this place is and I know what it's about, but Australians don't. Australians, if you ask the average person in the street, said, give me, half a page about Norfolk Island, I'm sure they couldn't do it. And it's the furthest east place we've got, but it's part of Australia. And the extraordinary things, we treasure Tasmania, we treasure the Kimberley, we treasure Uluru. We should treasure this place. It's just really special. And I said that word, a gem or a diamond. We should treasure this place. This is part of who we are. It's distinct and it's very different to every other place in Australia. People should get to know it. They should come out here. It's this forgotten jewel I talk about. But it shouldn't be forgotten. It's too special. Getting to know the place, the same as anywhere that you go, is part of what makes it special. And so I now know most of the roads, but I keep finding a road or a lane or something that I've never seen before. And I get up there and there's something interesting, not just to photograph, but even to look at or to taste. It's very hard to tell people here how special it is. They know they live in paradise, but nevertheless, it's still special for Australians. We live in paradise in Australia. But Tassie has its own character, and the Cape has its own character, and Darwin has its character, and Norfolk Island has its character, and Australians should love it.